What's going on YouTube? My name is Dom and update 2 has come out. Let me explain my position coming into this video. Let me see if it sounds somewhat familiar to you guys. So I go in to play the game, right, yesterday, and I'm like, oh fuck, I want to try out these new classes. I come in and I see that there's new armory packs that give every single class new guns. Awesome. Well, shit, fuck the new classes. I want to go ahead and I want to try this gun on this class. I want to try this gun on this class. Fucking Pathy got 9mm as a backup. Trapper has a PP-19. What the hell? Enforcer has a G28. Scout has 9mm. Everybody's got a 9mm. Everybody's got an SR635. Okay, I want to try out all these classes with these new guns. That's my experience. I totally forgot about the new classes for a while. I totally forgot about the new maps. I forgot about observer mode. And this is just PvP. This isn't even PvE. That shit has its own issues. It was information overload for me. I seriously felt completely overloaded. I didn't know where to begin. And I got so frustrated right off the bat because I had a million things in my mind going forward. Now I feel like we got a whole new game. And my brain is running a million miles an hour. So I'm going to take you guys through some of the changes that I felt, hopefully address some concerns, some fears, and we'll just kind of reason this out together and see where we can go from here. But really quick, before we even get started, the biggest question I want to ask you guys is, how do you guys feel about this update? Please let me know. The community feedback is uber important to me, so please let me know down in the comment section. So guys, to begin with this one, I'm sorry if the gameplay you see in the background isn't wonderful. I was really playing slow a lot of the time, trying to figure everything out, and I also wanted to provide gameplay from this update, not from the game that it was before. So the biggest concern that I see here that a lot of people are talking about is the whole meta of the game has changed. Now, a lot of people might not understand what is meant by meta. I even don't really understand it. I tried to Google a definition. It doesn't seem to be grounded in any Merriam-Webster definition, so I'm going to go ahead and define it here, and let me know if you disagree with it. But a meta, when I speak of the meta for a video game, the meta would be the conventional way of having success. Let me know if you disagree with that, but that's what I mean when I say meta. So the whole meta of the game has it changed? You know, the meta beforehand was you want to run 2 drones, 2 assaults, or 1 drone and 3 assaults, or something along those lines. Of course, you have little sub metas, like on Scrapyard, you want to run a sniper, artillery. On Deforestation, that's a heavy sniper map. Maybe do flanks on that map as well with Pathfinder, something like that. But you have metas, right? You have conventions for playing a game. This update totally threw off everything, I feel. Or did it even throw off everything, and are we just psyching ourselves out? But something that's going through my mind when I was playing assault classes again, I don't play assault a lot, but I knew how to play assault before. I was okay. I wasn't such a bad assault player. What I've been doing, what I've been finding myself is, I have been seeing a scout or something like that, you know, a scout or diversionist or, you know, a guerrilla or something by themselves. And I question myself. I'm a point man, and I'm like, should I push that? I know that scout has a fucking 9mm now. Am I really going to push him and take him out? And, you know, athletic sprinter's gone too, really. So, I mean, you don't have increased movement speed anymore, which is good. I do like that change. I feel like the assaults are having somewhat of an identity crisis. Before we knew exactly what they were, the assaults were slayers. They were the people on the front line who outmaneuvered, who, you know, maybe flanked occasionally, but they were mainly the slayers. Those were the guys getting a lot of kills and being in those close quarter combat situations. Now I'm saying no, actually the assault should not be in close quarter situations with a diversionist, artillery, or pretty much any support class. You do not want that fucker head to head, because that's not where their weapons are going to excel. The 9mm and the SR635 are going to melt any assault up close. I will make that claim that the SR635 and the 9mm, virtually every support has it, except for Gorilla, I believe, but he has his own melty guns. Those guns will pretty much beat any assault up close. The assault classes are really standing out from a medium distance. I mean, they do have a health bonus here, but I almost feel like it doesn't even matter when you have the 9mm or the SR635 on the opposite end. What this has done is it's taken those rushing teams. I made this video numerous amount of times about the rushing issue that we had. It's taking those rushing teams and it's giving them it's making them think twice about pushing a scout or pushing an artillery. And it's even made me think, what the fuck is the point of running an assault anymore? I mainly think that running an assault is more of like a protection thing from middle range engagements, mostly. you want to, you know, fight people from the middle range. That's where their guns excel. Except for Tank. Tank has a huge health bonus, so he's really the biggest one that I see that is really standing out among the assaults now. But every other class is on the same par with the assaults in terms of firepower. You have Trapper now. Trapper's a huge change, where he has the PP-19 that can do bleed damage. That's already a decent weapon, and he can go head to head with anybody. You know, his traps are fucking awesome. They upped it to 3. I think Trapper is a great change. I do welcome that change. So has the 2 drone or 1 drone, 3 assaults, 2 drone, 2 assaults, has that meta really changed? No, you can still do it. It's just not nearly as viable as it once was. The marksman game has really fucking stepped up. The marksman and the support are the ones that are shining now. They are like the golden tier. You have the stalker as the SR-25, which I'm really not fucking happy about that, honestly. The SR-25, you don't get noise markers outside of 90 meters. If you're within 90 meters, you will see the sound markers for the stalker, which I don't fucking like. Besides, you know, he has you on a wear marked, and he can pop you in the ass before you even know where he's at, where he's shooting you from, and he can really light you up. I don't like that change. Pathfinder having a 9mm in his back pocket, I do like that change. I think that's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. It's still difficult to use the crossbow. The 9mm is not a walk in the park either, so that's an interesting change. I do like that. Sniper got a new sniper rifle, which is basic. You know, it's kind of like a quick scoping rifle is what I see. I think it has less sway, really fast ADS. I think it's a really good gun for like 250 meters. I do like that change as well. The supports got fucking overloaded here, and I was actually talking with one of my guys that I play with regularly. His name's Jordan, and Jordan was saying that, you know, these developers will go off of basically what classes are being picked most, and they want the classes that are being picked least to be picked more. So that's would be the reason that they give the supports melty guns like that all across the board. And while, you know, I have to agree, I mean, that makes sense. I think to slow the rushing game and to make assaults not so overpowering is taking away the athletic sprinter like they did. Now their movement is completely slowed. They can be marked a lot easier with drones, but giving a scout the fucking experimental 42 I think is completely fucking horseshit. Like, come on, there's no reason the scout needs to have that melty firepower. He has the best drone in the game for marking people. He was already at the top of my ranked list as the best character in the game for good reason. His MDR didn't do much damage, but it was hella accurate. His MPX did decent damage. Now you give him arguably one of the most powerful guns at close range in this game. I don't understand the logic behind that. So what do the assaults do now? I'm curious. I'm not quite sure. I think they're kind of obsolete, I want to say, as far as the assaults go, except for Surgeon. Surgeon was a welcome change. I really like Surgeon. I think he's fun. That's going to be in another Wildlands tips video I'm going to do on Surgeon. Echelon is a great class for gathering intel and covering flanks. He has the new M4A1 tactical, which is really good. Predator got the new 5.56 XI guns, which I've heard are really good. I haven't really played too much with Predator lately. But the marksman and the support, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't want to run 3 or 4 drones now, especially when you have Toxic. Toxic has the SR-635. His gas is guaranteed hit damage. If you find somebody, you just drop it on them. It's guaranteed to hit. On maps like Scrapyard or where people are camping in a building, it's great for clearing out buildings, which I really fucking like. I think it's awesome. I don't like the fact that drones are going to rule the game. I think once people settle down, people get out of their old ways of thinking about this game in terms of assaults and whatnot, I feel like the supports and the marksmen are going to reign supreme. Why? And another big question I have is, why did pretty much everybody get great guns except for Tech? Like, I've heard the MK17 Tiger Fang is actually a decent weapon. I've tried it. I don't find much of a difference between that and the regular MK17, but that's just me. I know some people can melt with it, but yeah, so this is where the game is at now, guys. It is completely changed in terms of how to play it. Possibly, I mean, maybe we're just psyching ourselves out, and maybe we need to get over the fact of this class has a 9mm. You know, maybe it shouldn't stop us from acting on intel and acting offensively. But I really don't want this game to turn into a stalemate where both teams are afraid to push each other because both know that they have equal firepower. I don't want it to turn into one of those games. I know it's supposed to be a tactical shooter, but I mean, lately when I've been really trying to play, I've caught myself in this mindset of I don't want to move at all. or I am going to die. Like, I can't inch to the left, I can't inch to the right, I'm gonna get fucking lit up by something. And it wasn't like that before. Now I'm kind of feeling that. I'm not sure if it's just a mental thing, a mental block, and we need to get over it or whatnot. But this is something I really wanted to talk about today, because I know a lot of people are complaining about this. I know a lot of people are unsure about this update. Please let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm doing, you know, the Wildlands tips videos. I'm going to go more in depth about the analytics on those classes, as well as everything new that came to the game. Eventually, I'm going to get to everything. It's going to take some time because there's so goddamn much. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.